Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. As you read from the title, yes, today I'll be giving away a brutally honest ranking to all the Blitz YouTubers without any bias or any sugarcoating. I'll be backing up the rankings with statistics as well as my personal opinion after watching these people for quite a long time. So, before I jump to the ranking, I want to introduce myself. I am a professional World of Tanks Blitz player. I've been playing the game for like 7 to 6 years now. I've been in the competitive scene as well. I do average above 3.8k average damage consistently, and 4k WN8 was my peak, and I was climbing. And yeah, I feel like I am qualified to give this ranking, and I'll try to be as accurate as possible. So let's jump straight into it. So first on the list we have Bushka on Blitz, one of the very early and original World of Tanks Blitz content creators. I wasn't around when he started uploading. Nowadays he still uploads videos and streams, not as he used to, but he's still there. So after I analyzed some of his streams and videos, I think I made a clear picture about his skill level and where he belongs in this chart. So as all of you know, Bushka is one of the oldest World of Tanks Blitz content creators, not only on YouTube, but only in real life. Most likely in his 50s, and predominantly with the average male starts losing their spatial awareness, which with age is a natural aging process. It's clear that his reaction isn't as sharp as some of the younger crowd we have on the list today. So after I analyzed Bushka's gameplay from his videos, it wasn't too surprising that his reaction time is a bit slow. Also, I noticed that his aiming for a long time, which is also very bad. It declines your situational awareness, which can lead to more situations in which you are YOLO. Overall, I think I'll give Bushka a solid rating of wannabe unicum, or top 10%. Clearly, he's far from being an average player, right? He does stop and think, he looks around and positions himself in a proper positions most of the times. His aim is also not that bad. It's pretty good, actually, well ahead the average player. He knows when to stop and when to rush. So I would say he's a pretty good player after all. I obviously don't want Bushka skill level enemies, because it will make farming damage a lot more challenging. But he's still far from being super competitive like the others we have on the list. I would say he deserves this spot. I think it's pretty accurate, right? So next on the list, we have Droodles. Well, I know this opinion will not be liked by very many people, but skillful players will understand. If you can extrapolate it, then it will make sense to you. I'll put Droodles in overrated professional, or off professional. I'm gonna put him here. Or equivalently, top 5 to 1%. Well, for those who don't know, Droodles play in the NA server, which everyone agrees that it is a very competitive server, right? NA has around 7k players on average. If we compare it to other servers like EU, which has like 70k, it's much more competitive. Also, the density of skillful players in NA is much less. What I mean is, for example, if you take a random sample of 1,000 players from NA and from EU, you will most likely find considerably more better players in the EU server compared to NA. That's just the way it is. So, and it's backed up by boring statistics that I don't want to get into on this video. What does all of this mean? Like, yeah, I'm saying a lot of statistics, but what does it mean? Well, it means that Droodles has better chances to be in top 10 in the NA server, which he said in one of his videos, but I cannot confirm it because I couldn't find his name in Blitz stars. If we project that top 10 in NA into objective reality, it will probably like to be in top 200 without any bias. players in the that's why Droodles is top like 5 to 1%. I just proved that being a top 10 in NA doesn't quantify your skill relative to the other players in the game. For those who want more evidence, I analyzed his gameplay from his videos. Droodles is his slow decision maker. His cognitive ability to make fast and well-educated decisions is limiting him from reaching higher rankings. His aim is letting him down a bit. But to be fair, Droodles has some solid strengths when it comes to survivability, and I advise people who don't know much about the game to follow his steps, because obviously he knows what he's doing. He has the potential to get higher ranking. As far as I know, his IQ is not below 100, so that's a bonus for him. So I think he 100% deserves this spot. Professional top 5 to 1%. Yeah. So if you want to argue with me in the comments, you are free to do it. I am gonna respond to you guys. So what do we have on the list? Juicy. Oh yeah. Juicy is a very skilled figure in the streaming world. He plays on the European server and he played professionally for years, which you can tell by his profile background. You can easily check it. Juicy has mastered the art of not using auto aim. He's using free aim, which means there's no assistance if he wants to hit Cupola, say for example like 30B. He manually has to use his fingers to aim there, unlike the auto aim, which kind of helps you aim, right? It helps you too much. Okay. Which is absolutely disgusting if you think about it. If you're trying to aim without auto aim, it's kind of disgusting, right? Especially for mobile players, right? And yeah, not only he manages to do like 3.7k easily from his streams. I mean, except 3 marking the 140, which is obviously a very underpowered and shitty tank for this meta. Juicy overall deserves to be put in the top 1 to 0.1% or equivalently elite professionals. He deserves to be here, right? So we have next on the list Peter. I don't need to talk too much about this guy. He definitely deserves to be in top 0.1%. Probably one of the most skilled streamers right now, if not the most skilled streamer. I don't know about the Russian streamers, so there are some crazy people out there, but I don't know exactly. I know that Peter deserves to be in top 0.1%. This guy can do 4k average damage consistently. Take a look at his stats, yeah. I mean, at the moment, I think he's in top 10 in the whole game, which is kind of crazy, considering that he's a streamer as well. Anyway, for those who are still new to the game, stuck at a certain average damage, I advise you guys to check out this white dude. So I'm gonna put him here. I mean, the closer to the left, the higher the ranking. So Peter is a bit better than Juicy. Now, next on the list, what do we have? N90. Okay, this guy is pretty good. He plays on mobile, he has some high production quality videos and streams. I would honestly put him in professional. He's behind Droodles, that's for sure. Droodles is a bit better than N90. I mean, N90 has some good traits about him. Like he's definitely below these guys, but he definitely has some good traits about him. He played competitively. His stats are pretty good, but nowhere near the levels of like Peter, right? That doesn't push him to the top 1%. Like that's the main reason why he is not up there. It's just because of his stats, right? Also, I watch his streams. He doesn't do crazy sessions. I think he's lacking a bit of speed, a bit of aim, but he's still a pretty good player after all, right? Next on the list, we have Martimator. So this guy has some shitty opinions. Like he said that TDs are useless, which is something a top 1% player can never say. We all know that Hori, for example, is broken as fuck, right? He mostly play lower tiers, like tier 8s. Whenever I join his stream, he's playing tier 8. Weird. Unlike the other players on the list, we have tier 10. I mean, because lower tiers are not interesting for pros, particularly tier 8, and by extension the other tiers. I personally don't understand the popularity of tier 8, for example, since there are 50-50 chance you will be facing tier 9s, which ruins the purpose of playing your fun things. But that's a topic for another day. So Martimator is better than the average player, that's for sure. I would give him the same rating as Bushka of wannabe unicum. Yeah, I think he deserves to be in this spot. What do we have next? Me. Okay. I will rate myself. Based on my tier 10 performance and consistent WN8 and average damage, I place myself in the top 0.1% or elite professional. I'm not saying I'm perfect, I still make mistakes, but when it comes to understanding the game, I do feel like I belong to this spot. Above Juicy and slightly worse than Peter. So I'm gonna put myself in this. What is this icon? Okay, nice. So why do I think I deserve to be here? You guys can check my stats, right? You can check my streams. I average above 3.8k most of the times. I do have a solid tournaments background that I managed to make it to the top 30 worldwide. But then I had to stop playing for a while. Now since I'm back, I'm trying to climb back to the top 10 very soon. If you disagree with this tier list, feel free to argue in the comments. I'll be reading them and answering your comments, guys. I stream around 5 times a week. So if you want to see this level of gameplay live, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out any stream. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.